Hi, this is Martin, and I'd like to tell a story about a very interesting person that I knew nothing about until pretty recently, but she really had a great impact on a number of people's lives. So it's really about how one person could make a huge positive impact for many. In Spain, she was recently selected for the first stages of exploration to be named a saint in the Catholic Church. Her name is Clare Crockett. The spelling is Crockett. Clare was born on November 14, 1982, in a smaller town in Northern Ireland entitled Derry. From a very young age, everyone in her family and also her friends knew that she had a tremendous talent for acting, singing, and communication. She sought out and probably loved the attention. Her whole being exuded this magnetism. When she was around, the focus would almost always be directed to her and her joyous demeanor. When she was a teenager, she was involved with alcohol, smoking, and was very attracted to boys her own age. This was her whole life. Her parents and some friends tried to rein her in, but she was all set to go in another direction. Even though she was raised a Catholic, she was not in any way even closely a religious person. In fact, she totally walked away from it. I should mention that this might have been very easy to do in Derry as well as in Belfast in Northern Ireland. These towns were the scenes of incredible turmoil, with the preponderance of the population leaning to Protestantism, and also the continual fighting and killing that took place between Catholics and Protestants over both religion and politics. As you may remember, the Protestants desired to stay with being a part of England, and still do, while the Catholics desired to have Northern Ireland join the rest of Ireland in the south to form a new separate free country, apart from any involvement from Great Britain. As it turns out, at the age of 17, when Clare was having success in acting and singing, and on the road to becoming famous, a friend, Sharon, was unable to make a trip to Spain and asked Clare if she was interested in taking her place at no cost to Clare. Clare immediately said yes, thinking that this would be a great week of partying, and perhaps even more partying, and away from any parental control or influence. What her friend Sharon did not tell Clare was that the group was organized by the Servant Sisters in Spain for about 40 to 50 attendees from Derry for a pilgrimage for Holy Week just before Easter Sunday. On this trip, everything began to change for Clare. On Good Friday at church, she was in the very, very last row, and another attendee whispered to her, "Aren't you going up to the altar to kiss the crucifix?" This is traditionally done at the Good Friday afternoon service. She did go up, and when she kissed the cross, she realized the profound significance of Jesus, that he died for my sins. She felt strongly that it was her sins that had helped to nail him to the cross. She repeatedly said, "He loves me. He died for me." She said, "I do not know how to explain what happened. I did not see the choir of angels or a white dove come down from the ceiling and descend on me, but I had the certainty that the Lord was on the cross for me." She remembered. And along with that conviction, I felt great sorrow and prayed the Stations of the Cross. When I returned to my pew, I already had something imprinted on me. Something that was not there before. I had to do something for him who gave his life for me. It was the start of a long journey of conversion and healing, with many, many bumps along the way that ultimately led to her joining the Servant Sisters in Spain. For a period of time, she felt that she would be kind of like a very famous nun, hold on to her roles in movies, acting, and singing. She thought that maybe she could still smoke and drink, but in due time that began to fade from her life and she realized it was either God or the world. She was an infectious presence with the other nuns, with the students, and she had the ability to make people happy and joyous. She was sent to Jacksonville, Florida, to help open a new convent there and also teach young children who absolutely loved her and her music classes. She went to Ecuador, and a 7.8 magnitude earthquake hit the school in Playa Prieta, where she was teaching music with a few other nuns that were also there. They didn't come out of it alive, and Clare died at the young age of 33 on April 16, 2016. In the very first steps on the road to being named a servant of God, then blessed, and finally a saint, they noted Clare's overflowing joy and coherence of life have led many souls to discover that true happiness is found only in God. Countless seminarians and religious have said that Sister Clare had saved their vocation just when they were thinking that they had no other option but to turn their backs on God. The sisters have received messages and mail from over 50 countries with testimonials. Crockett's story has changed their lives. Many have stated that they consider Sister Clare a friend, even if they actually never met her. I love a comment from her sister who said, "Never in a million years would I think that she would be on the road to sainthood when she was earlier in her age." Quite a turnaround from going in one direction to a totally new one that impacted so many lives. So hope you enjoy it. There is a wonderful documentary entitled All or Nothing, Sister Clare Crockett, that I think you might enjoy. It is on the YouTube channel and has already had more than 4 million views. Thank you for listening, and farewell until the next time.